Raise your hand if you're a Leonardo fan like me. Oh yeah, I raise my hands and I've got so many Leonardos that it just makes me happy. But you know what? I've got another Leonardo here that I'm going to show you, and it is an exclusive from Limited Pens Korea. Yes, and I have it right here in this box. This is a sample that was sent to me by Limited Pens Korea, so I can show you right before they open up the pre-orders at the end of this week. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of this box. We've got a simple black box with the Leonardo logo on the front. I have another box, pretty austere, pretty plain, but that's all right. And inside, I open this up and we've got a brochure, which is the Memento Zero Grande brochure, our pen, and a bottle of ink as a bonus. So the brochure is pretty much showing you, or actually explaining to you, that we've got the Memento Zero Grande. And this is a very special Memento Zero Grande because, let me take the pen out of the box real quick. You've seen a version of this pen before. Take it out of this loud, crinkly plastic. You've seen this material before, and it is the Jonathan Brooks Abalone resin. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's so pretty. Get it out in the sunlight and it's really, really gorgeous. So there are versions of this with different trims. So you've probably seen it in the gold trim and the silver trim, or chrome trim, whatever you want to call it. But Limited Pens Korea has had 100 pieces made using rose gold trim. So yeah, it's completely different from what is being offered in Europe and in the United States. So I personally, I have to tell you, I didn't get the Abalone pen previously offered. I saw it on the websites. I saw it at Goldspot. I saw it at Applebaum. And I drooled all over the computer, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. And it was because of the price was a little high, in my opinion. But we'll talk about the price of this pen towards the end of the video, but it is a lot easier on the wallet. What's really cool is I just really love the patterning of this ring around the bottom of the cap. Just a beautiful classic look. And I love these three simple, thin rose gold bands around that big ring. So let's take off that cap. Oh, first, well, let's look at the clip is nice and springy. So it's ready to clip onto your shirt pocket or inside of your favorite pen case if you're ready to do that. Now let's take a look at that nib. There you go. Nice, big number 6 nib. And there's another nice ring towards the bottom of that grip section that matches all the rose gold trim that we've been seeing. Also, I'd like to point out that rose gold trim here around the piston knob, and yes, this pen is a piston filler. So if you're excited about piston filling pens, this might be a pen for you. But check out that beautiful nib. The nib size I have is an extra fine. I'm not really used to writing with the extra fine nib, but you know, to be honest, I'm always open to writing with different widths and nibs because you can get different line variations. I know I'm partial to medium nibs, which a lot of you guys out there think medium nib is super boring, but hey, you know, a medium nib could do a whole lot. Just saying. But here's your extra fine nib. And this pen also has a nice ebonite feed to ensure the flow of ink and a nice smooth writing experience, which, you know, to be honest with you, I haven't had a disappointing Leonardo experience since they were using Bach nibs, but since they've switched to Jowo nibs, like, I really enjoy writing with my Leonardo pens. Nice, smooth experience. Don't mind the dogs back there, they're playing. Does this pen post? Let's see. It does post, and it posts really nice. The Grande is already a big pen, but you know, with the cap posted to the end of the barrel, it actually doesn't make it like way too big to write with. It actually is very comfortable. I want to point out this grip section as well. It is a nice, comfortable shape. It's like it's ergonomically fitted to my fingers. It just feels really good. And I don't feel the threading at all for, you know, when you put the cap back on. It actually is just this, I just can't get over how gorgeous this pen is. I keep looking at the resin and I'm just like, it really looks like abalone or mother of pearl. It just, I mean, this is really beautiful. Really, what is Jonathan Brooks' secret to these magical resins? Because I have here, right here, this is the primary manipulation pen. I mean, it's just all this swirling magic that happens in his resins, and pairing Jonathan Brooks with Leonardo pens, I mean, is that not just like a dream pen? Seriously, just a dream pen. Well, I guess the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this pen up, not with the ink that the pen came with. It has Leonardo black in it, though black would be a good fit for this pen. But no, I think I'm gonna get a little saucy here, and let's fill this beautiful pen up with purple, Leonardo purple ink, because it has that beautiful purple in the resin. All right, well, let's do that. Let's see how she writes. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the Leonardo MZ Grande in Abalone with rose gold trim, an exclusive to Limited Pens Korea, who you can find on Instagram at Limited Pens Korea. They also have a website, limitedpenskorea.com, which I will post in the description below. So be sure to check them out, give them some love. They have so many cool limited edition pens that you really could spend some time on their website just looking at all the cool stuff they have, because they don't only have Leonardo, and they have these very limited edition Monte Grappa pens made out of Jonathan Brooks material. I mean, it's actually quite, it's actually gonna, it'll be really harmful to your wallet, actually, if we're gonna be honest here. I'm very pleased with this pen. Now, like I said before, I don't normally write with an extra fine nib, but I found this extra fine nib to be very smooth. And you know, I don't know if you guys have any experiences with the fine, extra fine nibs, but sometimes you can get an extra fine nib and you write with it, at least the ones that I've tested, and it feels like you're writing with a needle. And I actually have big handwriting, but sometimes there are moments where I need a finer nib, and this actually will do just fine. And I mean, how about that purple with this material? Yes. It's a dog action happening over here again. But yeah, the ink paired with this black is going to work well too, but I'm quite pleased with this pen. It is gorgeous. It's definitely worth looking into pre-ordering it. So from what I understand, pre-order reservations will happen between January 12th through 14th. That'd be Wednesday through Friday, or no, I'm sorry, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I was right the first time. So don't ever doubt yourself. Trust your instincts, right? Okay, so the 12th through the 14th. So that will be in January. And then it appears that the pens will expect to ship sometime in February, which actually, you know, if you think about it, we are halfway through January, and February is already right around the corner. Gosh, 2022 just started, didn't it? Some of the other pen retailers are calling it mother of pearl, but I have seen this as high as $700. So yeah, that's here in the States. But Limited Pens Korea is offering this gorgeous abalone pen with the rose gold trim for $595. $595 for a large piston filling pen, 14 karat rose gold nib, beautiful Jonathan Brooks material, limited to 100 pieces worldwide. If you are truly into your limited edition Leonardo's, $595, it's a lot, but you know, I'm gonna have to vote yes. I believe it's worth it. That's my opinion. Also, they are going to ship these pens via DHL for free worldwide. And DHL ships pretty fast, and from my experience. So, I mean, I'm talking like lightning speed practically. So, free DHL shipping, $595 for a limited edition pen, limited to 100 pieces worldwide. I mean, you'd be one of the few to own this pen. Well, I guess that's all I have to say about this pen. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you learned something about this beautiful Leonardo pen for Limited Pens Korea, and also learn something about Limited Pens Korea. Go check them out on Instagram and their website. And that's how the ink flows.